Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Once again, I'm Ned from Ned's Tech Bits, and today I want to do a special Infinity War special. I am Groot. Look at the arcade Defender. That's right, this is the game that Groot was playing in Infinity War. I am Groot. That's the unit, and it's a beautiful box. Now, when I got this, I was just kind of walking out of the store, and I just kind of seen it out of the corner of my eyes. This was a junk store slash antique store. I was like, oh my god! I picked it up, and I found a whole bunch more. I seen these boxes, like, geez, it's in the box. This thing has to be in perfect condition, right? Yeah. Instructions, awesome. Hey, wait, that's not perfect condition. What's going on here? So, oh, you win some, you lose some, right? But I gotta say, I've only twice have I ever come across a situation where I've gotten a fully boxed item and the item has been well used. Normally, if you're going to well use your item, you don't worry about the box so much. But it's interesting to have the box, the instructions, the English and French, very nice. This is what we got here. So, I'm a little bit disappointed in myself that I didn't actually see this unit before the movie. This was made around 1982, I believe. And for a time when we had no Game Boy, this would have been a really nice thing to have. I don't think I've ever seen... this blows away any Tiger Electronic that I've seen. That's for sure. That's for sure. So to begin with, the Arcade Defender, I remember playing Arcade Defender, or sorry, Defender. It wasn't Arcade Defender, it was Defender in the arcade. And man, it was such an analog game. The way it played, it just seemed to flow so nicely. It seemed like, kind of like driving a car. When you turn the steering wheel, it turns the car, and like there's nothing between you and the wheel. It felt so analog. But either way, this kind of has that feel. Once again, this is a luxury version of a handheld system. Within this time, this thing must have been maybe about $100, maybe $200 in today's money. Very interesting. So I'm supposed to stop these guys from taking the men down here. I'm supposed to be defending them, but I'm doing a very horrible job. This is definitely a bit different. Defender wasn't the most popular game, but there's not much like it that feels so analog and very nice. Now, Groot had a very high score. He had 9,000. So he was doing pretty good. Groot was doing pretty good. I, on the other hand, am not. But really, let's just take a look at this. Let's take in the hardware that we got here. It's, geez. Here, I got a lighter right here, just to show you, just to give you an idea how big it is. Big old handheld unit. Very nice handheld unit. We got a speed control over here. We have skill. Groot liked to play on 2. And I got sound. Unfortunately, the sound hasn't been coming out while I've been doing this review. I don't know why. There's a lot of cracked screens on these, unfortunately. Even Groot's had one crack on it. I believe it's because these things get stacked. A lot of stuff would get stacked. People like to stack things. This looks like it has been stacked upon. And the whole weight gets put right down here on the screen. And it wasn't meant to have a whole lot of weight. But once again, just look at this thing. This thing's a beast. This thing's huge. Thrust fire, smart bomb. The smart bomb will destroy everything on the screen. The thrust will make you go this way, and then if you go hyperspace, you start going the other way. If you haven't played the arcade game, if you haven't seen the arcade game, I definitely think you should take a look. I think you should check it out. I'll leave a clip of it at the end of this, and then of course you get the game control speed. This, I can't get over how awesome this is. Usually, if you're talking about some kind of a handheld, this would have been the handheld that you would have dealt with back in '82, and you would have been happy to have this. You would have been a pretty happy boy. You would have been like middle class happy. That's what you're happy with. But if you got this, you got like the luxury version. And your dad probably had a lot of money. Once again, I did not even know that this thing existed. You know what? I could be wrong. Maybe this thing was really cheap and they managed to subsidize it somehow. But, man, luxury version of a handheld. It doesn't get much better than this. It doesn't get much better than this. Custom pixels. Let me see if I can restart it. Come on, give me some volume, girl. There we go. Okay, so that's a smart bomb. Okay. I don't like where they put the reverse over here. So I can go up, I can go down, and then where's fire? Yeah, right there. So then I got to... It's like they should have put thrust right here. Instead, that reverses me. So the control setup is very non-intuitive, that's for sure. So if I want to go forward, I have to hit thrust. Dang, you got me. This is much harder to do when you're doing it through a camera. Man, you guys ever want to do something on hard mode, do it with the camera. No, I'm sorry, Colonists. So this is just like the arcade versions of the Nintendo games that were made back in the day. Very particular pixels. Very particular. It looks so much like... I used to have a Pac-Man. I used to have a Frogger of those arcade cabinets too. So it's flickering on the audio game, but it is not flickering when I look at it directly. Alright, so, man, there's just something so cool about this particular one. Let's take a look inside. Unfortunately, it came with batteries. I say unfortunately because any collectors out there, people that buy anything secondhand, will know that if it comes with batteries, they're rotted. Unfortunately. So yeah, let's take a look inside and see what makes her hum. But first I gotta figure out where I put my Phillips. You know, it's almost as if this Defender series just wasn't quite good enough for the arcade cabinet versions. So they're like, alright, well, I'll go make my own arcade with blackjack and hookers. There we go. Man, that's interesting. A little bit dusty, not bad. What do we got down here? This is for those absolutists that want to see everything. Interesting how we just have a different color paper here instead of different sprites. Different color sprites. I guess that would really save a lot of money, eh? Well, that's about as comfortable as I feel to go with this unit. It still works, and it commands quite a price on eBay, so I'm going to put her back together. I shall put her back together now. Anyways, yeah, quite a difference from what people would normally get in 1981. Sorry, this was made in 1981. These were made in 1982. This was made in 1981, so that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. I have to look online and see what the original price was. Anyways, that's it for me, folks. Never from Nev's Tech Bits. Have a good one. Catch you later.